morning, guys. Welcome to Coast, the show that brings you to the world. I'm your host, Buddy Cunanan. Ngayong umaga po, dadayo po tayo sa Paris of the Middle East or Monte Carlo of the Middle East. Isang napakagandang bansa na maraming cultural links po sa Pilipinas. At kasama po natin sa studio ngayon ang Honorary Consul of Lebanon to the Philippines, Joseph Assad. And he's a very special friend of the Philippines. Born and bred po si Consul Assad dito sa Pilipinas. Good morning, Consul.
Thank you for having me on the show.
No, and thank you very much for coming on the show, and we're very excited to have you here because of the very interesting links between the Philippines and Lebanon.
Yes.
So to start, perhaps you could tell us about your country.
Well, basically, Lebanon is in the crossroads of the Middle East. We have been occupied by the Greeks, the Romans, the Turks, the French, and now we're still in a mode where we're trying to gain our freedom after all these years. We are a peaceful nation. We thrive on our hospitality. We take pride in our hospitality. Tourism is a major industry for us, which is a similarity between the Philippines, and one of the many similarities between the Philippines and Lebanon is our tourism industry is our #1 money earner. The Philippines has also the same industry, and let me try and some other similarities would be that we have a migrant working force. We have been migrating since 1836. Actually, we're the original OFWs.
Even before the Philippines started.
Way before.
Way before.
Yes.
And maybe you could tell us a little bit about your family's interesting background here in the Philippines and the many Lebanese Filipinos that, you know, even until recently, until we talked earlier, I wasn't even aware of.
Well, the notables, the lastly most famous was Ambassador Al Francis Bichara, who was formerly governor of Albay and was asked by President Arroyo to be ambassador to Lebanon. He is a half Lebanese, half Filipino, and he is one of the role models in our little community here. Among other notables, we had Governor Karam from Iloilo and his son, Congressman Fermin Karam. We have a few others like
the Disco King.
Yes, the Disco King, Louis Ismael.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. Louis' family was one of the pillars of the community back then. If you remember Ismael Steele.
Yes.
And Doña Magdalena Hemadi, who donated all these properties back in the 40s and 50s to the Philippine government. Most of Camp Aguinaldo, Ateneo, parts of UP were all donated by Doña Magdalena Hemadi. So a few other notables that I can think of offhand would be Mary Beth Bichara, you know, and Sheila Israel.
The very beautiful Sheila Israel.
Yes.
So, you know, I wasn't aware that she was half Lebanese. Her father is Lebanese and her mother is Filipina.
Yes.
Now, when did this first migration of the Lebanese start to the Philippines?
Well, actually, we were going to Australia. The boat was on its way to Australia and broke down in Davao somewhere, and well, they had to spend the night and ended up spending the next century
in the Philippines.
Yes.
And so back then, Lebanon was part of. There was no Lebanon yet.
You're right. Yes, at the time when they came, it wasn't Lebanon. It was It was the Ottoman Empire. Was still. In fact, when they came, they were known as Turcos, because they were carrying Turkish
because they were part of the Ottoman Empire.
Yes, the Ottoman Empire.
And that's very interesting because I've heard that term before, Turcos, even in history books, and I wasn't aware that it actually refers to people who were predominantly Lebanese who came to the Philippines way back in the at the turn of the century.
The Philippines and other areas of the world who were holding these Turkish identity papers at the time. So. When they came here, there was no Lebanon. You see, we were all part of the Ottoman Empire, which Lebanon was fighting against at the time also the occupation of, which lasted 600 years or so.
And also a lot of similarities because the Philippines is also, we're a very service-oriented country.
Yes.
Services are a big part of our industry now, especially with the call centers and business process outsourcing.
Yes.
Now, Lebanon has a very small population, and yet you have a big services sector. That's a majority of your sector.
Well, yes. You see, Lebanon has a population of about 3 to 4 million, and we have approximately 10 to 15 million abroad. So, kung gusto mong i-compare
Marunong pala si Consul mag-Tagalog.
kung gusto mo i-compare sa Pilipinas, ang remittance industry sa Lebanon ay pinaka-importante na tulungan sa bansa. We are very similar in many ways, you see. Our OFWs that live have been all over the world. We are talking Turkey, we're talking Jordan, Syria, Saudi Arabia, the Gulf,
Yes.
Africa.
And Lebanon is such a beautiful country. Briefly, could you tell us about the sites that can be seen in Lebanon?
Well, we have a lot of scenic sites which I have provided pictures for. I hope they could be showing them on the air as we speak. There is the town of Byblos, where I'm from, my family is from. It is the oldest known city in civilization. In fact, the Bible was named after Byblos. The word, the Bible came from Byblos. We have the Baalbek ruins, the ruins of Baalbek, where these are thousand-of-year-old temples. We have the Grotto of Jeita, which is an underground cave that is, oh, there we go, there's a picture of it, you see. I was able to take a picture of this cave that
Beautiful.
was
Look at that. Very impressive.
one of our national wonders. And we pride ourselves also with our wine. We have our local wine industry. Lebanon has 4 seasons. That sets us apart from all the other countries in the Middle East. So when it snows, in the winter, we have all these water reservoirs.
So very fertile. Lebanon is very fertile.
Yes.
Consul Assad, perhaps pwede po kayo magsalta ng magsabi ng isang mensahe po para sa ating mga viewers in your adopted tongue, Filipino. Opo.
Susubukan ko. Ang gusto ko lang sabihin sa mga OFW sa Lebanon, sana sila magtitiis sa sitwasyon natin at saka kasi ang makikita mo yung mga katulong ng nagtatrabaho sa Lebanon, lahat sila masaya. Wala silang ang mga war stories yung nakinig natin during the Israeli invasion. Parang nag-ethnic cleansing, parang cleansing yung mga problemas yung nangyari during the war. Pero ngayon, ang nakatira dyan, yung remaining 30,000 Filipinas, sigurado ako kung magbabago yung problema sa Lebanon, mag-solve yung mga problems natin, it's one of the best destinations where they can go to and be happy. So I just hope that they can have a nice stay in Lebanon and help their families here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Consul Assad. More power to you po and more power to this Lebanese consulate here in the Philippines.
You're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome. Walang anuman.
Thank you.
Okay.
So guys, nakita po natin ang Lebanon, pati po ang ibang produkto nila. Wine daw. Ngayon naman po, pupunta naman tayo sa One Town, One Product video sa Mega Mall para makita po natin ang mga produkto ng iba't ibang mga lalawigan po sa Pilipinas. I'm Buddy Cunanan for Coast to Coast. I'll see you all again next week.